Well, hello there again, everyone. Ryan the Wine Guy, bringing you another wine. Today's wine will be from California. It will be a Zinfandel from the. I'm not sure where exactly. Oh, it's from Napa. It is from Napa. It's Sledgehammer Zinfandel. They also make lots of others. So be careful when you're looking for it that you are looking in the Zinfandel section for this. Hopefully soon I'll be reviewing the other ones that at least I can get my hands on. Here's what the bottle looks like. Sledgehammer Zinfandel, vintage 2013. Here's a glass. The glass, oh man, I just love how it's nice. A nice dark red. You know, it's, I can already guarantee you this is going to be a very bold wine. Um, it probably may even be somewhat sweet, but I mean, when I say sweet, kind of like sort of like a fruit up type of wine, just because of how red it looks and the percentage of alcohol. It's a 14.9% alcohol. Read a little bit about what it says. Wine that plays a little louder. Over the years, the world of wine has gone a bit soft. While sipping and swirling, raised pinkies, and a closed-eyed sniff, it seems like the world of wine is dancing to the best part of the string quartet. Not so with Sledgehammer Zinfandel. It is big, bold, spicy, and dare we say it, loud. It pairs better with grilled beef and a new wave of British heavy metal than it does with Jarlsberg and smooth jazz. It is best enjoyed with good friends and a well-crafted playlist. For the man who drinks bold wine to enhance good times, his wine of choice is Sledgehammer Zinfandel. Well, first things first, this wine is definitely geared towards men because it clearly says it in there. It says for the man, and then it says his wine of choice. So, sometimes that's a little turnoff for me when they're trying to sexualize wine. But, it is what it is. I was kind of deciding whether or not I wanted to dock any points for that. But I don't think I am, only because they have so many other sledgehammers that I really would like to try. I'm not gonna judge it based off of that. I understand why they're doing that. I mean, the 14.9% alcohol, so it is higher on the alcohol spectrum compared to some other wines that many of us are used to. The 13%, pretty dead even. So it is what it is. Doesn't really have any notes, any winemakers notes. I'm sure we could go to the website and figure that out. But I kind of like to sometimes be left doing this fresh instead of having an idea. So we are going to start on the nose, even though it kind of makes fun of people doing that. But we're doing this on the nose. Oh man, just a first whiff, like you definitely smell the aromas from it. Very, very like high alcohol concentrated wine. So you kind of need to do a couple sniffs to really figure out what it all is in there. I'm getting like a nice cherry on there, followed by some like ripe blackberry. black licorice. Kind of has a little smoky sensation going on there. With this spice, kind of giving us like a smoked, um, kind of after you initially get that first whiff, you now kind of get that smokiness, almost um, like campfire sort of is what I would say. On the palate. So definitely a very higher on the acidic side. Really melts in your mouth. Really goes down smooth. I would definitely say it's kind of has definitely a very punch-like fruit bomb at the start, almost as if you're eating some sort of excuse me. Only if you're eating some sort of syrup or really jammy jelly, sort of kind of gives you really that like that sweetness at the front. I want to say after a few seconds, you do start to sort of get some other deep flavors that really do come out from the fruits. Cherries, definitely blackberries. I would even say you do get that spice on it, that kind of spice that kind of comes up late. Nothing like too strong of a spice, but just a little zip at the very back that really you would definitely want to pair this with like a grilled steak or juicy burger, or even some spicy wings. Not like drenched in terribly spicy sauce, but like Old Bay wings, or just a light medium or mild buffalo sauce. This I could definitely see going with that, or even a grilled chicken with some barbecue sauce. This would definitely go great with that. My rating for this wine, I think I'm gonna do a 4 out of 5. And I mean, realistically, if I were to, because I like to do my ratings off of the half scale spectrum, because that's how my one app does it. I think I mentioned that. Realistically, I would say 4.25, or maybe even a 4.15. I mean, it's good, but it still has. It could be better. That's why I just like sticking with those kind of halves and then full ones. So that's why I'm just going to say this is a dead 4 out of 5. The wine is just really just I just not everyone would really like the sort of jammy syrupy fruit at the very front. And I mean, it is front. It's more than like a fruit forward kind of wine. It is like a in your face, fruity, sweet, syrupy sort of taste at the very front, which I personally don't mind. And if you're somebody who really does enjoy those kind of sweet, silky-ish wines, this would definitely be one for you. Although do keep in mind that late spice in the back. So yeah, 4 out of 5. It's just a very nice wine. It is definitely high in the alcohol, so you can tell that definitely on the nose. On the palate, you really can't, which is why I would say be careful when you do drink this, because you could drink a whole glass and be like, "Oh man, that was so delicious. That was so great. Very mouth-watering. I want another glass." And before you know it, you're drinking the whole bottle, and then you're really got problems, especially if you have someplace to be. So definitely be careful on that. And from based off of what I know about the Sledgehammer wines, all their wines are pretty higher in the alcohol, 14% or more. So really be careful, and especially with this one because it's 14.9. Just now that it's been open a few minutes, see if there's anything else that I get on the nose. If not, I'll just do a quick recap. So like I said, lovely, nice cherry, blackberry, black licorice, spices, and that really nice smokiness. Like as I said, like that kind of like campfire smoke that you would get. Maybe even a light touch of, now that it's had time to breathe, maybe a light touch of maybe some sort of mocha. Yeah, definitely. Definitely getting some now mocha aromas in there. Again, very smooth wine, but very syrupy on the front. But it is very mouth-watering, so the acidity is going to be pretty high in this. I wouldn't necessarily say this is totally bone dry. I feel that it takes a little bit for the tannins to sort of come out. So you are left with this nice sort of lingering taste of all these different flavors of that fruitiness up front, but then you get this light little spice in the back. I would even say it kind of does dance on your tongue. Little bits of that mocha as well that you had on the nose. That's starting to now form on the flavor. So you definitely do get some oak from this. And that's why I like to say 4 to 5. Again, it's a 3-year-old wine, so I also do keep that in mind when I am rating these. So I do feel that this could be something that you could probably buy, try, and if you really liked it, buy again and just leave it for another couple years. See where it takes you from there. So that's how I also like to judge my ratings. I also kind of look at if it's good now, could it be better? And this is good now, but it definitely has time to grow. So I'm glad I got to try this wine. I'm glad I got to share it with you all. Please feel free, again, as I always say, if you've tried it, comment. If you haven't tried it, but you end up trying it, comment. Let's share wines. Let's discuss wines. That's why I do these. Again, I got to try to figure out a good time that I can do these live on Facebook. And then try to see how much of a following I can get on YouTube. Someday soon, though, I know that somebody will watch this and it will pique their interest and we'll become wine reviewers together. But until then, this has been Sledgehammer, Zinfandel, 2013 wine out of Napa, California. Wine in the glass one more time. Nice dark red to it. So I'm Ryan the Wine Guy. And until later on, I wish you all good night. Or good day, depending on when you watch this. Cheers.